In this video, we're going to use Minitab 18 to find normal probabilities. We're going to do this homework problem as an example. It says an expensive watch is powered by a 3-volt lithium battery expected to last 4 years. Suppose the life of the battery has a standard deviation of 0.3 year and is normally distributed. Determine the probability that the watch's battery will last longer than 4.8 years. So looking at this problem, it's telling me that the battery is expected to last 4 years. That's an expected value, or in other words, that's the mean. The standard deviation is 0.3. I want to know the probability that the battery will last longer than 4.8 years. So 4.8 is going to be my x value. So let's go to Minitab. We're going to go to Graph, Probability Distribution Plot, and View Probability. Then click OK. I can leave the setting for distribution to normal because now I'm using the normal distribution. I'm going to enter the mean value of 4 years and the standard deviation of 0.3 that I was given in the problem. Then I need to click on the Shaded Area tab. I'm going to define shaded area by x value and enter the x value of 4.8. In this case, this is going to be a right tail because I want to know the probability that the battery will last longer than 4.8 years. And values longer than 4.8 will be on the right on the x-axis. Then I click OK, and the graph pops up. Now I'm looking for the number that appears above the red shaded area of the bell curve. So in this case, it's going to be 0.0038. So that's going to be my answer. Make sure you pay attention to how MyLab wants you to round the numbers. Now I'm going to go ahead to part C of this problem because it's a little bit different. It says to compute the length of life value for which 10% of the watch's batteries last longer. Now instead of giving me an x value, they're giving me a probability here of 10%. So I'm going to go back to Minitab. I need to repeat the process of clicking on Probability Distribution Plot and View Probability. Now it keeps the value for the mean and standard deviation in here, which is nice. When I click on Shaded Area, this is what I want to change. So now I'm going to define shaded area by probability. I want to know the value for which 10% of the watch's batteries last longer. And so longer lasting batteries, again, are going to be greater numbers on the x-axis, so this will be a right tail. And my probability is 10%. I need to enter that as a decimal, so I would enter 0.10. Then click OK. Now this time, the 10% is what is going to be shaded above the bell curve. To find my answer, I look on the x-axis. So my answer here would be 4.4, depending on how the problem wants me to round.